Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to another video on Tech with Shakul. Now this will be a hack video. Unlike the previous video, we don't want to apply in a hackathon, but we'll create a good project in a real quick time. So what this application would be, it would be a Telegram bot. Now if you guys haven't used Telegram, Telegram is an application just like WhatsApp, where you can send messages and get messages real quick. Now the cool thing about Telegram is you can create and deploy bots really easily. Now what's a bot? Now bot is, let's say you have deployed a bot on Telegram and a user comes on the bot and he enters some message. Now you can configure your bot and you can do anything with that message. For example, like here is a image shown of an image bot. Now image bot, what it does is, let's say the user came and he wrote happy dog, so it has displayed happy dog. Okay. Similarly, you can create another bot, tons and tons of bots on this platform to do really cool stuff like poll bot and other. Now what we are going to do is, so we are all aware about the Twitter website. You get the recent news about any stuff, let's say corona or vaccine or something Trump said or anything. So we're going to do is, whenever a user comes on our bot and he enters some message, let's say corona, so we'll do a Twitter search for all the recent tweets about this term, and we'll send the user all the recent tweets. So for creating a bot, Telegram, let's head on to web.telegram.org, and they have already deployed a bot to create a bot. How cool is that? So the bot name is BotFather. If you search BotFather, you'll find it here and do a start, and this will be the new bot that I can okay, so I clicked on new bot. Now it pings me that what name I want, so I can write Shakul Twitter. Okay, so Shakul Twitter, good. So they have selected me a username and they want me to give a username also, so it should end with bot. So I'll say Shakul Twitter bot. Cool. So once done, what they will give me is an HTTPS API token. So this token, using this token, I can receive all the messages which are coming on my bot. And so once you have deployed this, you can actually, so they have given me a link over here and I can directly go to that link. So this will be my Twitter bot. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll copy this token and I'll show you how we can. So given a link to the bot's API also. This is the bot API link, and you can read about this, what all cool stuff you can do. But for me, I have gone through this, and what I want to do is api.telegram. I want to read all my messages. Whatever message comes on this bot, I want to read it. So what I'll do is I'll copy that token over here and I'll do an get updates. So get updates will fetch me all the updates which are happening on my bots. So currently there is no message. Now I'll show you something. So once I go to my bot, I press hello and I come here, I'll see the message. Okay, so Shakul has sent me a message which is text is hello. Now with this API I can read the stuff. Okay, now there is another API to send stuff. Now here you can go to available methods and send messages, the API for sending messages. We'll configure it later, but now one thing is I want to continuously read messages from this bot. This sends me an update ID every time I send a message. So using this update ID, I can only listen to this conversation. I only want to reply to that conversation. So how do I do that? I get an offset. So I can set an offset equal to this value. So this value will only give me the updates to this API. Now if I send another message here, hi, so I will see the message over here. Okay, so now the first message was hello and the second message was hi. But how we gonna use it is, we want to see the latest message. We don't want to see all the messages over here. So what I'll do is, let's say if I append this by 1, if I append the offset by 1, so it was 7273, I got only the latest message. Now if I append it by another 1, so let's say 4, now I don't see any messages over here, but I'll send another message which says latest. So if I rerun this, reheat this, I'll see the latest message. So what we'll do is, we'll get the offset and we'll append it by 1. Okay, so this is done. But I want to continuously read this. So what I'll do is, we'll append another parameter called timeout. is equal to 100, so that it keeps on listening to this. So let's say if I add an offset by 1 and there is nothing, so see, this is continuously rolling out. So latest message, okay, see, it got the latest message and it's reading only the latest message. So that's what timeout is used for. It will continuously read for the time, it doesn't get timed out. So okay, I think so my API is configured. Now let's head on to start coding it. Okay, so what we'll need is, we'll need this API as well as the token. Okay, let's copy this and head over to this, and let's say our bot URL is equal to this. So this will be my main file and this will be my URL. Now one important thing that you learn in the industry will be that never use all your tokens and all your important credentials in the main file, because main file you can share it on GitHub or open private repositories, but the credentials and all you should keep it in some environment file which you can git ignore, and you don't need to push them into the git folder. So I'll copy this, Control X, and I'll create another environment file which will have token is equal to this. So I'll keep my token over there and I'll save this into the same folder as .env, and what I'll do is I'll read this into my main file. So import OS. So .env is a Python module to import to load local environment files. So I'll use this. If you don't have this .env, you can head on to this terminal and you do a quick pip install python.env is the name of the module, and if you do it, hit enter. Since I already have it, you'll install it. Okay, so if I do this, then I'll have to do a load.env. So now all my variables which are in my environment file will be in my local also. Okay, so for getting the token, I need to do the token will be equal to os.getEnv and the name of the variable, how it's stored in the environment file. So I stored it with the variable name token, so I can retrieve it from token. Okay, now that I have token, now let's create a function which gives me update. So give update. Okay, now I need as I discussed, I need the offset as one of the parameters. Now in the beginning the offset will be none, so I'll create an offset is equal to none starting, and I'll pass on the updated offset as I get it. Okay, so I have give update function, and what I need to do is the URL that I need to call. So I'll use this basic URL and I'll take this out, Control X. Okay, this will be my base URL, and what I'll do is URL will be is equal to bots URL plus this thing. Okay, I also need to add, okay, I'll add a token here only. So what will be this thing, format and add token. Okay, now that I have added the token, so my updated URL is this, and I'll add a slash over here. So get updates, and I want to add an offset, and offset will be equal to whatever offset I send. Now if and only if offset is there, then only I want to add the offset, otherwise I want the URLs to stay as it is. Control X, Control V, I want okay, and if offset, then offset is this, and then format offset. Now I want to get the offset and add 1 to it, because this will be my offset, and if I add 1, then I'll get the latest message. Okay, so I formatted it in this way. Okay, now this works. Now what I want to do is I want to send a get request to this. Okay, so I'll create a response object and request. I need the request library, import request dot get, and what will be URL, and nothing. I don't need to send any params and all. So this will be my get, and return. So this will send me a string object. I want it to send me a JSON object. For that I'll use the JSON library, import JSON, and I would do a JSON dot loads, which converts string into JSON. So I'll send out response. Okay, so this will return me the response. So now that I have configured my give update, let's do one thing. So okay, we'll have an offset is equal to none for the starting, and we want it to continuously run. So we'll enter a while loop and we'll check for updates. So update is equal to give update, and I'll pass offset is equal to ID. So for starters ID will be none, and okay, now the update looks like this. Okay, so I can get, now this is a bad way to read your JSONs. So you can head on to JSON editor online. Now this is a very cool website to format your JSONs and all. So this website, Control A, Control V, I can see it in a tree. I can also see it over here. So I know now in my result there will be the offset. Okay, so first I need to check if there is result. Okay, so my update is equal to update. I'll check the result part of it. Okay, there is some update. Then I need the ID to be converted into update dot, inside my result I'll have updated ID. Okay, so this will be a list. So for item in update, I want the ID is equal to item dot, what's the key name, update ID. So I will copy this, I'll paste it over here. Okay, so I got the ID. What I want to do is I want to read the message the user has sent. So if I see over here, the message contains the message fee. Okay, so inside this item I will have message. What is inside that? Okay, so text has the message, so I'll write text over here. So I got the message. Now I also, now for sending a reply, I want to send a reply to a person, right? So there should be something from has some ID over it. So we'll see in that bots API, if you head on to available methods, send message, whenever you use send message API, you need to pass on the chat ID and the text. These are the two important parameters. These are the required parameters if you see to send a message. So I need the chat ID. Now chat ID will be the ID here. So I'll take it from message and from. Okay, so the chat ID will be, now I have the chat ID. Okay, so I can now go ahead and create a send message. What I'll send is, I'll send the message as well as the chat ID as the parameter. Okay, now the URL for that will be, thank God we created a basic URL so that we can use that now. So bots URL, now the send message will be the function. Okay, what all parameters we need to send is chat ID is equal to this. Let me check if this is the parameter only. Yeah, chat ID. So chat ID is equal to, will be the chat ID, and I also need to send the text equal to something. Okay, now I'll use format. Firstly I'll check if messages, if there is a message, if message, then I need to send a reply. I need to create a reply. So I'll create another function. Now this thing will do a Twitter search. So this will be get reply. I'll pass on the message which I got and I'll return a reply. Okay, this will be the list of tweets. Okay, So let's say I have something all tweets over here, all tweets that I got, and this is a list, so I'll reply all tweets. Okay, I got the reply. If message has some value, then I'll hit get reply button function and pass on message, which will be the message the user has entered, and I'll get the all the tweets. So my reply has come, and what I'll do, for every tweet in this reply, I'll send a message, send message, and what will be the message? The tweet itself, and the chat ID I have already have. Okay, now let's, okay, I'll now same as above, I'll send out a response request, get request to the above URL. If this works, then I want to return sent message. Okay, I am returning sent message. Let's just print it out here so that we know what is coming. Okay, we have a send message. Now this works. Awesome. Now we need to configure the get reply. Okay, what I want to do is I want to search for Twitter. Now Twitter has a cool platform called developers.twitter portal. You can use this to create apps, and you can create an app over here. You just need to sign in, create an app, and you'll get something known as tokens. Once you have created an application, you'll see something like this. So this will have some consumer keys, consumer secret. Now to restrict this video real quick, I won't go ahead and create an app now, but you can do it. It just asks you some basic questions. Why do you need the app? And they'll create an app real quick, and you'll get all these keys. You need these keys to interact with the Twitter API. Okay, so now I have copied my consumer keys and tokens. I'll use them to interact, and I'll paste them into my environment file. Okay, now that I have them in my environment file, I'll use something called Tweepy. So Tweepy is a Python library which you can use to access the Twitter API. Okay, let's head on to Tweepy documentation. If you see API reference, now first you need to create an authentication. You need to create an API auth. Okay, so for that what you need to do is, okay, first if you don't have Tweepy, then again you can head on to this and do a pip install Tweepy. It will install it for you. So let's import Tweepy, and we have Tweepy here. Now what I want to do is I want to create an auth first. So what I'll do is, first I need all my variables here, so I'll load all the variables. Now I'll show a cool trick in Sublime. So just press Control, and whatever you want to copy, just Control C, come over here, and you'll have this. Now I want everything to be updated at the same time. Again, os.getEnv and paste. Okay, so I have all the tokens that I need. Now for the code, okay, for setting up an auth, I need to first authenticate. If you go back to my OSI model video, I have clearly mentioned first you need to authenticate, then you need to authorize. So for authentication, I have used Tweepy auth handler and passed on my consumer key and consumer secret, and for authorization I'll use access tokens. So this defines, and in that video I've told you what access tokens and all are, so go ahead and watch that video. Okay, one last thing is, okay, I need to pass on this authorization to the Tweepy API. Now I have the API all set and ready. Okay, I need to search for that tweet. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll create tweets, and there is, if you head on to here, API reference, yeah, help methods. So this has a API search, and where you can pass on the query string, the language, just the 2 parameters, and you will be able to find all the tweets related to that. So we'll use that same, and what we'll do is we'll use Tweepy cursor to do that. So Tweepy cursor and we'll do API.search. Since I have already created an API, so it will understand when I'm trying to search. So API.search, what I need to pass is Q. So the Q would be equal to, now since most of the people use hashtag, I'll append in hashtag in the starting so that it has a good search result. Dot format, I'll format it with the message which the user has sent me. Okay, so this thing is the message. Now for language, I need only English language. Restrict the number of items I want. I'll do a 5. I don't want to populate the window too much. I'll do a 5 items. So this thing will return me again a JSON object. So I need to convert into list, since all tweets is a list. So what I'll do is all tweets, I'll write a list comprehension for that, for tweet in tweets. So all the tweets, so this will give me the individual JSONs. Inside that I want to read the text, tw.text. Okay, so this will create a list of all the text that I have. Now just sending out the text doesn't mean a good result. I also want to send out the username. So tw.user.screen name, and I'll do append a hyphen just to make it, you know, look a little sophisticated. Okay, now I've added the tweets and I'll return the all tweets. So I got all the tweets and I'll return it, and for all the tweets I have a reply and I'll send the message. Now my send message is also configured. I think so my bot is ready. I have configured everything. Let's just test it out. We'll head on here and we'll do python main.py, since our file is main.py. Okay, it sends out some error. JSON.loads response has something. So what is the error here? Response. Okay, not the response, we want the content. I'm sorry, to get the content. Okay, response.content. Okay, I spelled out the search incorrectly. Now if you code with me, these are some errors which I can't help. Okay, search is done. What else is there? I think so it's running. Okay, let's test it out. If I send, what I'll send corona. Brilliant, I got all the tweets. See, I'm getting all the tweets over here. Awesome. See how easily we have created a bot that does a good stuff. I think so we'll use it somewhere. So you can build on top of that. You can go on to read about all the APIs that you can do. You can, you know, create the good templates out of this. You can create beautiful templates. You can send messages in a good format. So all that you can build on top of that. And here I'll wrap this video, and the code will be available on GitHub. You can go on and see. Thanks a lot.